Overflows.
Love, a spiritual phenomena. Love is a spiritual phenomena or a spiritual dimension of something always looked down upon by baser minds, and none bother to explore the hidden mysterious treasures of the seed that we know as sex. Sex is the seed. We do not know, nobody knows what is hidden in the womb of the seed. Only when it is explored properly, it is nourished and nurtured and allowed to grow, that its potentiality, its hidden treasures are known. Lust is physical, ego is psychological, love is spiritual. Love is the nourishment for the soul, just as food is to the body. So, love is to the soul. Love is not about possession, not about appreciation. Love is for freedom. Love is a spiritual phenomenon, not a mere relationship, and it is crucial to love oneself before seeking love from others. A space in relationships encouraging a dynamic and static connection. A space in relationship is encouraging and a dynamic and non-static phenomena. Yes, it is true that I make more mention of anger, sex, and less of jealousy, because jealousy is not primary thing, it is secondary, and it is byproduct of sex, the most ignored and misunderstood part of sex. Whenever you have a sexual urge in your mind, a sexual happening in your being, whenever you feel sexually attracted and related to someone, jealousy enters naturally, because you are not in love. If you are in love, jealousy never enters. Try to understand the whole thing. Whenever you are sexually related, you are afraid, because sex is really not a relationship, it is an exploitation. If you are attracted to a woman or a man sexually, you are always afraid that the woman may go to someone else, this man may move to someone else. This fear always remains, to varying degrees, in almost everyone. Your so called relationship is just mutual exploitation. Both are exploiting each other, but you do not love. You know it, so you are afraid. This fear becomes jealousy, so you may not allow things. You will guard, you will make every security arrangement so that the man cannot look at another woman. This is basic psychological fear in almost everyone, to varying degrees. Even looking will be a dangerous signal. The man should not talk to another woman, because talking, you feel afraid he may leave. So you will close all doors, all the ways of this man going to another woman in different degrees and different ways. We are affected by such reasons, such situations. So you will close all the paths, all the doors of this man going to another woman, of this woman going to another man, and you will be closed from all sides, and it will be like a prison that you have created. But then a problem arises. When all the doors are closed, the man becomes dead, the woman dies, becomes a prisoner, a slave, and you cannot love a dead thing. You cannot love one who is not free, because love is beautiful only when it is given freedom. When it is not taken and demanded or forced. First, you make security arrangements, then the person dies because becomes like an object. A beloved may be a person, a wife becomes an object, a beloved may be a person, a husband becomes an object to be guarded, possessed, and controlled in many different ways. It is also said that what is the purpose of use of relationship if sex is not possible? But the more you control, the more you are killing, because the freedom is lost, and the other may be there for other reasons, but not for love. Because how can you love a person who possesses you? He looks like an enemy. Sex creates jealousy, but it is a secondary thing. So it is not a question of how to drop jealousy. You cannot drop it because you cannot drop sex. It is very important to know how to transform sex into love. Only then jealousy disappears. If you love a person, the very love is enough guarantee. The very love is enough security. If you love a person, you know he cannot go to anybody else. And if he goes, he goes. Nothing can be done. What can you do? You can kill the person, but a dead person will not be of much use. When you love a person, you trust that he cannot go to anybody. If he goes, there is no love, and nothing can be done for that. Love brings this understanding. There is no jealousy. So if jealousy is there, know well, there is no love. What you call as love or pretend as love is not really love. You are playing a game and you are hiding sex behind love. Love is just a painted word. The reality is sex. Love and fear cannot go together. Love blossoms in a climate of freedom and deep understanding. The wife is afraid, the husband is afraid, and both go on spying on each other in many ways. Email suspicious of loyalty. The very possibility of blossoming is lost. How can love grow in fear? You can live together But that living together is not really living together. They, they only tolerate this togetherness. They somehow carry on together. It is just utilitarian, and out of utility, you may manage, but the real ecstasy is not possible. You cannot celebrate it, it cannot become festival. Such will be a burdensome affair. This we know as love affair. So husband is dead before death, and the wife is also dead before her death. Two dead persons are taking revenge on each other's because each thinks the other has destroyed him. Taking revenge, angry, jealous, passing remarks, all these things become so ugly and yet part of the relationship. In the West, a different type of phenomena is happening, which is the same on the other extreme. They have dropped the arranged marriage. It is good. That institution is not worth keeping. But by dropping it, love has not blossomed. Only sex has become free. And when sex is free, you are always afraid because it is always a temporary arrangement. You are together really for tonight. Tomorrow you will be with somebody else psychologically, and yesterday too she was with somebody else psychologically, and you too were with someone else. This is how life goes on without any possibility of the spring of love coming into life. How can this be very intimate and deep? It can only be a of meeting on the surface. You cannot penetrate each other because penetration needs season in. It needs time. It needs depth. It needs understanding, intimacy, living together, being together. A long time is needed, then depth opens. Really, you enter inner depth by talking to each other. This is just acquaintance. It may not even be acquaintance. Deep, free, open talk brings understanding of each other, and this understanding becomes the backdrop in which love begins to blossom. Enough for now, but the journey continues.